Fanny Parks Taggart, a woman we all love dearly. We are so grateful for the Crosbys who will be providing our music here tonight, Rulin and June and their daughters, Kimberly and Jacqueline. And Kimberly will be playing a concertina that some of you might not know that instrument. We're so grateful. This is the resting place of Fanny. And this is Gigi Taggart, and she's going to read her obituary.
This is Fanny's obituary from the Morgan Mirror, presumably. One more gone to rest. At Richfield, Morgan County, May 6, 1891, we were called to part with a noble woman, Sister Fanny Parks Taggart, wife of George Washington Taggart. She had been a member of the church for 55 years, was one of those sisters who made the sacrifice of her husband to go and assist in the Mexican War, came to Utah in 1852, and finally settled in Morgan County, where she died. She was president of the Relief Society for about 14 years, which position she honorably filled until about a year ago, before she resigned because of declining health. She was an exemplary woman, always ready to help where assistance was required. The counsel she gave will long be remembered by young mothers with whom she associated. She was a mother of 3 children and 31 grandchildren. She bore a strong testimony to the work of God and died as she lived, a faithful saint, retained her right mind until the last moment of her life. We do not wish her back to this world of sorrow, but feel that we have lost a true friend, the Mother of Israel. May she rest in peace until the morning of the first resurrection.
Wanted to give you a tour of this cemetery. Here is the stone that the family put on, and it was rededicated. Beautiful dedication you can find in our newsletters. Here's George's Mormon Battalion stone and the Mormon Battalion symbol that's there. To his left, you'll see Clarissa. Over here, you see where Fanny is. George Washington Taggart, November 6th. Then it says Fanny, wife of George Washington Taggart, October 25th, 1821, 200 years ago, to May 6, 1891. Till we meet again. And over here on the back, you see Clarissa's children, Harriet's, Fanny's children, and then Harriet's children. And the Faith in Every Footstep plaque that I had my husband put on in 1997, and one of my children knocked his hand before it went on, so we put another one on.
Fanny ends her biography with an eyewitness testimony of the prophet Joseph Smith. I often think of the many happy hours I have spent listening to the words of life that flowed from the lips of the prophet. No one could help but like him, for he was kind and good. I have heard him reprove men for their wrongdoings and talk pretty sharp, but it was always in such a good spirit that appeared to me that no one could be offended. I have heard him talk a great many times, and I can bear testimony that I have always felt benefited, and I know that he was a prophet of God, and that the Lord called him in his own due time to lay the foundations of his latter-day work.
Poetic tribute to great-great-grandmother Fanny. Great-great-grandmother Fanny was a resourceful lass with pioneer fortitude and survivor's class. During the Nauvoo Exodus, she managed to survive and keep her infant stepdaughter alive, while not knowing whether her husband would contrive the battalion march to survive, and return to rescue her from her precarious state after incredible journey and tribulations great. A tribute to Fanny's fortitude, we, her progeny, do say on the occasion of her 200th birthday. Now we're going to play a dance tune that we're quite certain Fanny probably danced to because it's based on a 200-year-old Scotch fiddle tune. It's called Soldier's Joy.
We hope you enjoyed your time with us here in Morgan. And by the way, these are George Washington Taggart's glasses, and he would have looked at Fanny through those. Have fun.